Hi there and welcome back. Today let's get going with the beginnings of sociology. Sociology is one of the younger social science and it is also one of the oldest of the sciences. It is the youngest because it emerged as an independent social science in the middle of 19th century. It emerged as an independent academic discipline in the middle of 19th century. It is also one of the oldest of the sciences because from the beginning of civilization, from the beginning of society, people used to study the human activities in a society. So even centuries ago, men were thinking about society. But the people who were thinking in sociological terms during that period were called as philosophers, historians, thinkers, and lawgivers. Because at that time, there was no separate study for these social thoughts. Thus, broadly, it may be said that sociology had a fourfold origin. During ancient times, the sociological terms were discussed and studied in the streams like political philosophy, philosophy of history, biological theories of evolution, social movements, and political reforms. So, social thought existed during ancient age itself. The prominent writings which dealt with various aspects of social life in those times were Aristotle's Politics, Plato's Republic, Kautilya's Arthashastra, Smriti of Manu, Confucius, Analects, Cicero's On Justice, and many more literary works dealt with various aspects of social life like Machiavelli's The Prince, Thomas Hobbes' Leviathan, Rousseau's Social Contract, Montesquieu's The Spirit of Law, Adam Smith's Wealth of Nations, and Sir Thomas More's Utopia. So these are some of the examples for the literary works and prominent writings which dealt with various aspects of social life in those times. So till that period there was no separate discipline to study the social life. It is in the middle of 19th century some factors contributed to the emergence of sociology as an independent social science. So the major factors contributed to the emergence of sociology are industrial revolution and industrialization, inspiration from the growth of natural sciences, inspiration provided by the radically diverse societies and cultures of the colonial empires. So let's get in detail with each of these factors. The first factor is the Industrial Revolution and industrialization. It is in the 18th century the Industrial Revolution took place. Factory system, mechanization, and industrialization brought confusions in society. New industries and new technologies brought changes in social and physical environment. Simple rural life replaced by complex urban life. And these industrial revolution altered the medieval customs, beliefs, and values. This industrialization led to urbanization. Urbanization means it's an increase in the percentage of total population in an urban area. It is due to the migration of the people from rural area to the urban area in seek of jobs or any other reasons. So the peasants in rural area, they worked as industrial laborers in urban areas. Social problems occurred, religion began to lose its control, and a rapid social change was there. So the social thinkers thought that it is important to study this social change in a scientific manner. The second factor which contributed to the emergence of sociology is the inspiration from the growth of natural sciences. The success attained by the natural scientists inspired the social thinkers. They thought that the methods like observation, experimentation, and comparison were used to find the physical phenomena in the physical world. So why don't the social thinkers can use the same methods to understand the social phenomena in the social world? So that inspired the social thinkers to use these methods to study the social phenomena in a scientific manner. The third factor is the inspiration provided by the radically diverse societies and cultures of the colonial empires. The colonial empires, they got exposure to diversities in societies and cultures because they have colonized different societies across the world. So they got exposure to diverse societies and cultures. They got exposures to various social practices among different people. So they raised some questions like why some societies were more advanced than others, why the rate of social change was not the same everywhere. To find answers for these questions, they started to study the society in a scientific manner, and it paved a way to the emergence of an independent science like sociology. So it was in the 19th century that Auguste Comte, Herbert Spencer, Emile Durkheim, Max Weber, and many other social thinkers who scientifically studied the society and established a science of society, an independent discipline called sociology. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening. Have a good one.